It's an ML Sports Take brought to you by our good friends at CNY Golf Shop and Range, Welch and Company Jewelers, and Burn Dairy. It's all good at Burn Dairy. Gas up your vehicle, grab a delicious deli sandwich, pizza, and more at Burn Dairy. It's all good. Here we are. It is October again as the Yankees get set for Game 3 in Kansas City tonight. And it's really more of the same for Aaron Judge, who has continued to plummet in the playoffs. This is an MVP guy. And listen, we see elite players when it gets tougher in the playoffs, baseball especially, where the pitching, starters, and bullpen, and really it's more about bullpen than it is the starters. Back in the 90s, you might face a Maddox and a Glavine and a Smoltz, and you go through and face, a Pedro Martinez and some of the big-time pitchers in baseball, although Pedro historically wasn't an elite postseason pitcher. But when you get to the postseason, you face better pitching across the board, bullpens and starters, because those are the best units from the best teams. And Derek Jeter rose to the occasion, and he actually improved stunningly in the playoffs. Some big-time elite guys can just do it. Aaron Judge has done nothing in the playoffs. He's had a splash here, splash there. But as far as being an elite player, the face of his team, being a guy who could carry his team. You know how I roll on this, folks. If you listen and followed me enough, it's not about one guy until it is. It isn't about, it isn't about one guy until it is. And then it is about a guy until it isn't. One guy can't do it all. And yet one guy can make such a difference in the baseball postseason. You get a couple, 2-3 more clutch hits. Look at what Judge's numbers look like. Look at the RBI. Look at the Yankees. They would dominate both of those games in New York and be up 2-0 right now with a chance to close it out. Those kind of guys, the Pujolses, the Miguel Cabreras, the Jeters, the David Ortizes, those kind of players through the years, you get that production, and then the length of the lineup starts to go like this, and then you're producing, and nobody wants to face Judge, and Soto's hitting before him, and then somebody after him might get more fastballs to hit. So it goes hand in hand. Aaron Judge is not doing it. He's not delivering it, and I'm not surprised. Look at Pete Alonso, look at Tatis, look at some of these other guys for these teams. They're delivering over and over and over again for their respective teams. And while it wasn't just about Albert Pujols, go look at what he did in October and the difference it made for his club. David Ortiz with the Boston Red Sox, Derek Jeter historically with the New York Yankees. In past Yankee lore, you look at a Mantle and a DiMaggio and a Gehrig and a Ruth and Reggie Jackson, those kind of players. Aaron Judge isn't even close to those guys in the postseason. It's time for Aaron Judge to deliver. He's the face of the team. He talks the talk. He has not walked the walk. He's making all the money. Where is Aaron Judge right now in October? Nobody is rising with Aaron Judge. ML Sports Take.